Fish-Nerd.
Hello. Hello. We're having a good fishy day, I hope.
Oh, yeah, much better now that we have power again. And, only moderate storms today.
Yes. Always good to have power.
Yes, and
Teresa.
water. Hey,
Hello,
there's
Fisher Wifey.
Teresa. And hey, Empire Dirt Aquatics and New Local Austin. Good to have you guys here. It's Monday. It is really not the day I usually stream, but things got kind of crazy. So here we are. It's Monday. Yay.
Uh, yeah, sometimes you got to change it up.
Yeah. And all weekend, amongst everything, I was trying to get the corys to, get their little cory action on so I could have babies, and that didn't happen either. So I was really sad about that.
Now,
I was hoping to have eggs.
like I keep telling you, you work hard for the first one.
Oh yeah.
After the first one, then it happens when you don't expect it. Second, third, fourth, and 20th time. Yeah, they just do it on their own. But the first one is the one you got to work for.
Well, they are making me work for it, and
Oh,
it could
yes.
be. I think the girls are ready, but maybe it's the guys that aren't. I don't know. But my
If
girls
the
are
guy,
looking kind of plump there.
if the guys are chasing, they're ready.
There's one that's always just kind of off to by himself, but the other two are always hanging around the two girls. So, oh no, trees. Oh hey Foxy, hey Claire. Sorry, I saw trees had to. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're safe and out of the caves of Kentucky. Oh hey, sorry. I'm not. You know, it's been a week since I've streamed, so give me a minute. I'll get back into it. I swear. So what do you got going on, Fish Nerd? What have you been doing with your tank?
Well, does everybody, I'm going to ask even chat, who remembers that crusty tank that I started playing with last Saturday?
I do. That thing was woo wee.
Yeah, it was nasty. Well, here, let's. Ba-bam. This is how it looks now. This is the first time I've done a strictly African style tank.
I like all the rocks in there. That is the one thing I noticed when you showed me that before you added the water and everything else to it. I was like, man, I really like those rocks. I need rocks.
Lots of rocks. And most of them, let's see, well, a bunch of them came from farms, from work, from the backyard, from the neighbor's yard. Hmm.
Oh, and Beryl has already started to try to get into the tank now. Yay!
uh, Barrel.
Out of the tank. Hey,
And
Juju.
my resident has gone into hiding.
Yeah, where did he go? He was just swimming around there.
He
Where did he?
was. There he
Oh, there he
is,
is. Hey,
the
Sean,
working fish.
the working fish. That
He
is.
is in. He is in there, getting the cycle started, making the tank safe for its intended livestock, which will be coming over and entering this weekend.
Every time I see goldfish, I keep thinking I should get the kids another goldfish, and then I remember the trouble we had with that last goldfish, and I'm like, no, no more goldfish. He is working hard for the flakes. He is.
Yes, he is. And
Got to make that.
fun thing about him is he was born in my backyard 2 years ago. picked up a bunch of hornwort that was removed from a big pond and was using it in the backyard tubs. And yeah, little did I know that the goldfish in the pond had laid eggs all over said hornwort.
And now, two
I
years
ended up
later,
and I had ended up with either 9 or 12. I forget how many I had total. And this is the last one left. Kind of kept him around to be a working fish to get a get new tanks started, and he does a very good job of it.
he does. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He's like, I'm getting in here, I'm moving that substrate around, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah,
Um, got a question from Elfish. What kind of corys I'm trying to spawn? They are green corys, right?
green Aeneas
They are.
corys.
Yes, green Aeneas corys. And yeah,
Every
we're
cory
trying to make Mondays though.
every cory breeder starts somewhere, and it's usually green Aeneas or the albino Aeneas. It's where I started.
Yep.
And once you learn
These
with
guys have,
them,
and these little guys have been through some hard times with me. Um, currently enjoying the goldfish the most. But yeah, these little cories have been through some hard times with me. Um, something came through my aquariums, um, took out one tank entirely. I don't know how it spread. I think it was on some plants. That's really what I'm thinking happened. And because I put some of the plants in each one of the tanks, and it all happened. So it was either that or soap, one of the two. There's somehow I
I'm
got
I'm
soap in
I'm think
there.
going back over it all, it was probably the soap residue on your hands.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really thinking that's what it was because yeah, the soap residue too. I was thinking it because we were the container we were putting the vegetables in had been washed with soap instead of just grabbing one of my little fish containers. And
Yep.
right now, because it is really hot in Georgia, I do not have a uh, heater on my tank, so it's my water's sitting at about 72 right now in there.
Well, and Claire, the filter is a nice little Aqueon hang on back. You can see it right over there on the right. Let me, the black thing, I kind of keep it hidden. And I have the
I
heater
didn't even
hidden
notice
behind
that.
the rocks. But yeah, this is the fun of a brand new tank. I think I've had water in it for 3 days now. So it hasn't had time to get dirty again.
Yeah, I don't want to boil my fish either. Like, luckily we're nice and warm here, so I need to take Fish Nerd's advice though and start hiding my stuff. See, I've got my nice little filter right where you can see it right there. It's like, hey, I'm a sponge
Well,
filter. I'm right in your face.
it's not that important to hide it. It's just I had the opportunity and I thought, hey, why not?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
It's been more than once that I've had a hang on the back filter become a hang on the front.
the babies you see swimming around, those are endlers. Well, like an endler guppy cross. They were some feeder fish that I picked up at a pet store because it was right after all the tanks had crashed and I wanted to see if if it was me or something that what was going on. And I only had like 4 or 5 of the original guppy colony left, so I tossed them all together, and now I'm just breeding random fish in here. you know,
What
just
guppies?
so I had something in the tank. That now, okay, so the snails are going to be coming out of this tank. I have already pulled a couple out as they get to the top. I usually pluck them out, and I've got them in another tank. Um, but I'm gonna redo a snail tank, and they're not going to be in with the corys anymore. These the fishies we see swimming in here, they're gonna go in um the Whiskers 20-gallon tank. And I think the corys and the inhabitants that have not yet made their trip here will go into this tank.
Ooh,
I think that's how I'm gonna do it.
that's
If
going to be
if they make
tricky.
it.
If you have guppy endlers dropping fry in there,
Mhm.
you're not going to want any of those fry left. And
Mm. Maybe I will
I,
put them in. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna rearrange all the fish, but rearranging is gonna have to be done because yeah.
yeah, actually, I'd put the new guys in with in with the whiskers.
That I may do too. And I obviously can't put the little endlers that are in here and guppies that are in here in with the angelfish because then I won't have anything but angelfish in that tank. So,
You
I could
could,
if they wanted a snack, maybe.
yeah.
They don't want friends.
That's
When I'm switching tanks mm,
yes, no. Generally, when you have a bunch of tanks in the same location, the water's all going to be roughly the same temperature, the same composition. It'd be just kind of like walking out your front door. Air's the same. Might be a little warmer, might be a little colder. I have been known to net out of one tank, walk across the room, and plop in another tank, and everyone's just fine.
yeah, because when I moved the little these little guys into this tank, I think I just swooped them out of the 20-gallon and just tossed them over here. I mean, I didn't toss them. I put them in a container and then I poured them in. I'm not just throwing fish over here. Not
Well,
really.
Liam,
No, I'm not.
the stones serve a purpose. What's coming in here is a small little African cichlid colony that live in a live in a lake that basically there are no plants in it, and it's nothing but shells and rock, and they love swimming in between all the rocks and all the caves, and that's what they love. Little Julie Dochromis, and also a group of Synodontis catfish. Two things that I have never had before and always wanted.
Ooh.
Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, cichlids are very territorial.
Yeah, and Mr. Mousey finally found out that the angelfish are cichlids. He was
But
not
what
happy.
I will say, the one thing that's fun with the Julies is that when you get a colony going, uh, the pair will have babies, and then as those babies grow up, they help raise the next batch of babies and the next batch of babies. The true community.
Oh,
So
see,
I'm
those would
looking
be fun.
forward to that. Oh, Luciferus, I love those two. But I got stuck in corys and yeah,
Yeah, ooh, they like to play in bubbles, but I don't know if they.
yeah, they
That would
change
be
the baby
interesting to watch.
diapers. They help protect. They you know get food to them. Bring food, bring them to the food.
That is going to be
So,
fun to watch.
oh gosh, yes.
Have little fishies, you know, that yeah, can't even imagine what that was gonna. I'm gonna have to like pull up some videos and watch their like behavior on that one and see. Yeah, because cichlids I have mostly stayed away from until the angelfish, just because Mr. Mousey was always so
Well,
against
we
them.
had to sneak them in.
We did sneak them in. They're here, and now he doesn't want to get rid of them at all.
I
So
told you
gonna
we
have to
would
figure it out.
convert him.
Yeah,
Has he
we
take
have one called.
Has he taken the aquarium baptism yet?
Oh yeah, he took that a long time ago with the Endlers.
Good,
So you know,
good. Then he
he
is
didn't
one of
realize
us.
he is one of us. He just doesn't realize it yet. So he's already like thought about ways to put like action figures into the aquarium, and I'm like, we'd have to probably put them in some sort of like bubble to do that because chemicals on toys, they say aren't there, but probably are.
Yeah,
So
you would almost think that plastic would be inert and fine, but
hmm
I found out just last year that a study was done and actually Legos were actually found to be toxic in a fish tank. So
which is sad
simple,
because
simple plastic Legos.
and you could do so much with a Lego tank. Like when you mentioned
I have
Legos,
seen lots of people do, nothing but Legos and tanks.
I can only wait to see someone try to build a tank out of Legos. Oh,
I have seen that.
oh, that's just scary. And I have seen the like Lego block tanks, that you can stack that aren't really even big
Yep.
enough to be an aquarium. Like maybe if you've got some snails that you want to put in there, that might work. But yeah, I've seen those.
No, Sean. Number one rule of Fish Club is we talk about Fish Club a lot to anybody who will listen, even if they don't listen.
Always talk about Fish Club. Invite everyone you can to Fish Club with you.
First rule of Fish Club is we like to talk about Fish Club to
Yeah.
everybody. Okay, rule number two.
Juju's already set up a fish lab, so um, I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but maybe she can make a better brine shrimp for me. And some of those mutant brine shrimp I have growing in the back.
Yeah, Juju's close. Second rule of Fish Club is talk more about Fish Club. Yeah, actually, I thought second rule of Fish Club was convincing everybody else that they can set up just one more tank. You don't need a couch. Just put up another tank.
Just one more thing. I don't really have a living room anymore. I have a fish room that used to be a living room. I even took the TV out of the room. So, hey, it's officially a fish room. I took it. It's
Okay,
mine.
I am going to boom. I'm going to switch tanks because I
I
want to
may
show
switch
these guys
tanks.
off some more.
If you're gonna switch tanks, I may switch tanks. I'll let you switch tanks first. Then I'll go switch my tank. We'll check in on the angelfish, see how they're doing. Since, the lights went out in Georgia, they went missing for about 10 minutes and then they all came back out. You know, thought they were being funny.
Okay, let's see how we look. Not too bad.
You definitely have more of those than I do.
Yeah, I do. That's why I got to get the next tank set up so I have room for all of them.
All right, I'm gonna let you hold down the fort real quick while I go switch over to my tank.
Oh
I'm gonna mute
no.
for a second. So Fish-Nerd has the floor. He can talk to y'all for a minute while he feeds
Okay,
his
well,
angels.
I'm a little busy right now throwing food at them because everybody likes to watch it
Oh,
eat.
oh, absolutely. I have one that steals food out of the other one's mouth. It's kind of disturbing. So one little guy will grab a piece of I've been giving them bug bites, and the bug bites are just a little big for some of the smaller ones. So this one will grab it, and one of the bigger ones just comes and steals it from him. I'm like, that's just not nice, y'all. Don't steal food from each other. There's plenty to go around.
There we go. The toilet is a fish tank. Yes, I have seen that one. Also seen the water cooler fish tank, a piano fish tank, a TV fish tank. You know, the old console TVs made into a fish tank. Let's see, tanks in walls, an old refrigerator. Yeah, us fish people are a little crazy. We'll try anything. A bong fish tank? Yeah, maybe not really advised, but I could see it. Oh, somebody decided to make her presence known. And here she comes. She's going to look at the camera. Get out of here, kitty.
Okay, I'm back, kind of.
So you can
Haha.
get your dinner.
It's become the cat butt show. Now, if I can do this without knocking over my camera.
I should have known better. Yeah, since
Tomorrow I get.
the second tank has come up, she has been very, very interested in it.
I bet as much as I try, Daryl, every time I put a new fish tank, he's like, "Oh, you're giving me a new fountain." Like, it's not a fountain. It's not for you. Get off it. Now, where did their bug bites go? I was gonna give them some of those. Oh well. Flakes for dinner, y'all. Flakes for dinner. I have to, man, I do not know why, but this 29-gallon grows all the duckweed. My other 29-gallon will grow no duckweed. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on there.
I have been very vigilant with the duckweed in my angel tank.
Oh, this one's coming out tomorrow. I have a I have a net and I have a lot of free time for tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna de-duckweed the tanks tomorrow
What, the
and watch a lot of
fish?
sand.
Fish up front? Yeah, very orange nose on that. It's a German blue ram, and that's the way they are.
Mm-hmm. On the bug bites. Oh,
And
for a
guess
minute
who's
I thought
back?
that was my cat jumping up there.
Guess who's back?
It's Cat Butt. That's your cat's new nickname, Cat Butt.
He's over here now.
The Plecos will be happy. They like the bug bites too.
Stir by up front.
There we go. And you will be happy to know she is going in her tank tomorrow. We were going to do the
Good.
extraction Saturday. Obviously, things happened Saturday. We sat in the dark for a while, but she is getting extracted tomorrow. The kids are off all day, so they're going to help me. We're getting her out. She's going in her tank.
Okay, I
Then
got a problem
Wednesday.
here.
Oh,
Yeah, she decided to come over, pay me a visit, and got tied up in the mouse, and I don't know where it went. There it is.
oh no! That she could end the whole
There
stream
it
like
is.
that. Yeah. So hopefully, if I get to stream Wednesday, if like
Oh, the
something catastrophic doesn't happen this week,
and now she takes out the camera and deciding to chew on the cord.
oh no! Don't do that. Don't eat the cord. But yeah. Hopefully, I will have the Pleco tanks set up to where we can see Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers again, and then an inspector and the new girlfriend can have their first meeting tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes by Wednesday. Yay!
Yeah. Okay, let's see how this looks. There we go. We're back.
Woo! Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
now I see what Liam was asking. The catfish. That's a super red pleco. And yeah, they are very orange.
Mhm. I am hoping Miss Girly will come up here and stick herself to the glass real quick because I thought I saw something earlier that kind of made me and it was the
Looking
I know
chubby?
sometimes no, I know sometimes the girls can get whiskers too, right?
Yes, but
Okay,
only on the front lip.
okay. I think she's getting some on the front lip, not on the top. Her top is still smooth.
Yep, here she goes again.
Yeah, it's definitely time to get her out because she's fighting with the biggest super red boy, and I don't want them to, attempt to have the babies together. That would be bad.
It wouldn't
I
be
mean,
terrible.
it wouldn't be terrible, but Inspector would be really sad. He would be really sad. Like that was supposed to be my girlfriend. Come on. But yeah, so still growing up the angelfish. Still doing the pleco thing. Uh, Inspector and Mrs. Whiskers haven't had any more babies yet, and I don't know what's going on with that. But you know,
Hmm. Yeah, usually when a pair starts popping out babies, it's almost like clockwork.
yeah, because they had those three batches of eggs like back to back to back, and then now nothing. So
Something changed.
something changed, and I have to figure out what that was. And it could be because we didn't move the tanks. Maybe they don't like that area now.
That could be.
It's like, man, I have to rearrange I have to feng shui the room for the fish. Fish feng shui. Oh, also, I want to go ahead and mention this before I forget. So, over on Foxy's Fishes, um, if I could get Juju to grab me a link and drop that real quick.
Yes, drop a link to Foxy.
Foxy, all this month for July, on her Thursday live streams, is doing Fishmas in July. And it
It's a
is
whole bunch of fun.
it is a whole bunch of fun. And if you got time on Thursday, she streams, I believe, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, seven my time, and I'm Eastern.
Yep.
Um, so 7 p.m. on Thursday. Um,
And
over on her
then
channel,
for
Fishmas in
Eastern
July.
time, it would be 10 a.m. on Friday.
Yes, and 10 a.m. on Fridays.
Thank you,
She does.
Juju.
Yes, thank you very much, Juju. So yes, if you haven't experienced Fishmas in July over at Foxy's, I would head over there. I know there are some people here who have, but if you haven't, it's real fun. I even dragged Juju to hang out with me over there. It was really fun. We had a good time. We enjoyed it immensely.
It's always fun over in Foxy's.
It is. Even if it's not Fishmas, it's still fun. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, mostly because, like me, it is a hot mess. And I love hot messes. How can you not love a hot mess express? I mean, come on.
Oh, my.
Like that sums up
Looking,
my whole
I'm,
fish keeping
I'm looking
experience
at
so
that
far.
one, blue ram chasing everybody around. And that looks like the male, so he may be getting in a mood. Uh, Fat Neon,
Oh,
most
I just
likely
saw him.
that's a female, and she's full of eggs.
And he is ready to be a dad.
If it's dropsy, uh, it the would be fat more towards the front to a skinny tail, but I'm guessing your Fat Neon is kind of a football, and that would be a female that's of breeding age and full of eggs.
Okay, so Tetris, when you breed those, you need spawning mops for those, right? They're egg scatterers.
They're egg scatterers, either a mesh false bottom in a tank, a bunch of marbles,
Okay,
river stones, places for the eggs to fall into where the parents can't get them.
okay,
And quite often, the people that breed neons will condition them, get them ready to the point where the females are nice and fat, and then set up a 5-gallon tank with a bunch of marbles and or river stones and a bunch of moss on the bottom, and put the parents in the tank for 2 days, and then pull them out, and then start feeding things like infusoria and vinegar eels and small fry food, and keep watching, and all of a sudden fry appear. I have not tried neons yet. Haven't tried tetras really, but it's on the list to try.
I know there's one channel. It's
Midnight
keeping fish.
stacking on their own. It's a whole lot cheaper than sending them to college.
It- and buying eggs. Eggs are expensive. I swear it's this
Yeah,
cat's knocking stuff over. Oh my goodness, Kitty, stop it. Um, but I was watching a channel last week. It's keeping fish simple. I think he's in Australia. I do believe he is in Australia. Um, he focuses on fish breeding. Obviously, he's a fish breeder, but he was doing the whole. He had them in a bucket with a net so their eggs could
yep,
fall through.
yep, that works too.
So
Bunch of Monte Carlo, that'd work. Problem is when the fries show up, they are going to be smaller than pinheads, and anything swimming around that's bigger than them will enjoy them. Deep State Annex, welcome.
well, y'all, um, it is kind of starting to get roasty in my house because I had to turn the AC off so y'all can actually hear me. Because we have a window unit right now. Yay! Gotta love Georgia in the summer. It's so roasty. Uh, but I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna shut this down for tonight. And
Sounds good.
hopefully I will be back Wednesday. My schedule, I keep saying it's gonna get back on schedule, but eventually it will. So Wednesday I will try to be here. I'll have it posted tomorrow if we're gonna go live on Wednesday. But I will be back eventually. And if
And then
not Wednesday, definitely on
probably
Saturday.
again, probably again Saturday.
Yep, back Saturday with Fish Nerd. And so yeah. Um hopefully we will get to see Mr. Whiskers and Mrs. Whiskers in a couple of days and see how they're doing. Maybe Fish-Nerd can take a look at them and tell me if I'm, something's wrong with them or something's wrong with me. Probably it's me and not them.
Yeah, it probably a temperature change happened, or
And it could be the heat.
uh-oh, you're gonna have to back
Oh,
it
look
up
at
a little,
that.
son.
That is adorable.
Uh,
Hey, man.
nip it.
All right, y'all. I will see y'all
Okay.
later. Y'all have a good night. Have a good
Yep.
Monday. Hope
Everybody
you get.
sleep well when you get there.
All right. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.
Bye bye.